Hello everybody, it is November 25th, approximately 10 a.m. and I'm on day number 3. Actually, this is day 4 that I've been out here. Gradually increasing the time I'm out here. Been sleeping in the tent over there, and you know, it is what it is. It's not easy sleeping in a tent when you're used to sleeping in a nice house, but I'm going to do whatever it takes to get this build done, and everything's going nice. So anyways, you see the big stack of earth bags we have here. Just waiting to put them around this structure, and I had to clear out everything and put the stone retaining wall in. So this is what I got done the last 3 days. I started it the last week that I left, and then I only got like a little bit done on this area right here, and then I had to leave because I ran out of cement. So I went and got some cement, some Portland cement. Then I came back, and for 3 days here I've been on a mission. So I got all this wall done in the 3 days that I was here. It's almost completed. I still have a section over here on this side that I'll walk around to show you. So just got to finish that up. But I can knock that out in a couple hours. So once that gets all done, next step will be to put some nice river sand / rock around the border here. And what that's going to do is provide some drainage for just in case water happens to hit these bags, which it shouldn't, because I'm going to have them covered with a cement stucco type mix on the outside, and I will have this ground here sloping away from it and everything else once it's all said and done. So and it doesn't rain much out here in the desert, although it did freeze last night. So it's been getting pretty cold out here. The tent, it doesn't keep me that warm, but the sleeping bags do. So the hard part is you just don't want to get out of bed in the morning, because it's like, stepping out of a nice warm sleeping bag to instant 32 to 31 degrees. It sucks. So it's definitely it'll wake you up quick. So what I've found works, it's a little off the subject, but what I've found works for that is I sleep in layers. I'll have 2 layers of clothes on when I go to bed. So that way, if I have to get up in the middle of the night, go to the bathroom, that kind of thing, I'm at least already clothed for that type of weather. So anyways, back to this. So once I put that river rock sand stuff around the outer perimeter here, then I'll start stacking those bags that we've already got a good start on around the perimeter, layer at a time, barbed wire, layer, barbed wire, layer. That's how they do it. And I will add some windows. I'm going to add a couple PVC pipes at the base for a couple different things. If I decide I ever want to put some type of electrical small system in here, or if I even want to put some plumbing in here or anything like that, I want to be able to have those options. And also I want to be able to eventually connect some earth tube cooling tubes to this structure, which that'll be a completely different project down the road, but that's going to require a separate excavation. So back to this thing again. All the dirt you see around here, all the way around this hole, was all done by hand. I did get assistance from a jackhammer to break this ground, because there's just nothing but solid caliche and just hard ass dirt here. It's terrible. But all this was moved by hand with shovel. I did not use an excavator. Now in the future I will definitely hire an excavator to do something like this. I definitely don't recommend doing it if you're not in decent shape, because it will tire you out after a while. But you should try to find the cheapest or the best excavation person you can find. It's just not worth buying the machine. I've looked into it and just done the math and crunched the numbers. And as much as it would be cool to have some type of a backhoe, it's just I can't justify the cost, and the amount of hours I would have to put on that machine to pay for itself it's just not worth it. So I decided from here on out I'm just going to hire it out. My neighbor over here has a couple different machines. He's got a scraper and a backhoe, and the scraper's got a pretty big bucket on it. So honestly, I'm in luck there. So I'm just going to hire that out because he's already got the equipment. Anyways, so this was all done by hand, but it did give me a lot of time to think about how I want to do our house, what techniques I want to use, what works, what doesn't. I did get some practice with the stone masonry here, which is going to be a big part of our house. I really enjoy doing it, to be honest. It is tedious, but I did not use slip form on this, and that is probably the difference. The difference is I'll be using slip form masonry on the house, which is a separate technique, which is supposed to make it go faster, and you can keep the walls straight. This was all done by hand, and because the walls here just did not really need to be that thick. This is ultimately, I will live in it for a little while, but it's ultimately going to be a chicken coop. So this really was just a practice run for me to practice working with cement and making my concrete mixes and just trying it out. And honestly, it was fairly straightforward. Compared to digging this damn hole, that shit's easy, honestly. So, I guess I did the hard part first, was digging this hole. And once you've done that, it's like, man, this was a break compared to that. So, or even filling earthbags. Earthbags suck. So I definitely want to utilize this process, or at least utilize stone masonry with our house. And so this gave me some good practice, and also gave me some time to think about different things I want to do with the house, and etc. I've already talked about this in previous videos. So yeah, so what you're looking at here is the beginning base here of us getting. My wife's going to be coming out here for a couple days because we have a break for Thanksgiving, and we should be able to get a good start on this and start getting these bags stacked up, and it'll actually start looking like something. So really excited about that. Not really much for making videos, if you can't tell. I'm pretty straightforward with my videos. I watch other channels, and this is my separate opinion on it. Take it for what you will, but I just to me, you're either in the farming business, which is what I'm into. I'm trying to start a farm out here, or you're in the video making business, and a lot of people that do these off-grid videos, I know from even doing these videos, they must spend just a ton of time making those videos. So, and frankly, some of the stuff's just not that exciting for me to make videos 2 or 3 times a week on this stuff. It's boring. So I figure, once maybe every couple weeks I might make one, once a week at most. But and I don't do much editing because I just frankly don't have the time. So I'm trying to keep myself afloat with my business, and trying to build this farm out here, and then of course building these structures, and then going to be building a house. So I'm not in a video making business. So I do appreciate people subscribing, and I hope this actually can help give you guys ideas, inspire you to do stuff. You can learn from me, maybe learn from some of my mistakes. I'll try to point out anything that's noteworthy. But, other than that, I just hope, I just want to keep your expectations in check that, even though I will have my son edit some videos from time to time, I'm not going to be going crazy on making videos once a week or twice a week. That's just, honestly, I'm too busy. I don't have the time for it. So I'm a one-man show out here, and, to each their own. Hey.